Hello, everyone. Good morning and good afternoon. This is Brooke Akins, and on behalf of Q1 Productions, I'd like to welcome you to today's webinar and thank you for joining us. Today, we're going to be discussing demonstrating substantial equivalence, and we're very lucky to have Mr. Jim Flaherty, who is the Associate General Counsel of FDA Regulatory Practices at Fresenius Medical Care North America with us today, and he'll be providing perspective on crafting persuasive substantial equivalence arguments for 510K success. At this time, it's truly my honor to hand it over to our presenter, Jim Flaherty. Jim, good afternoon to you and welcome. The floor is yours.
Great. Thank you, Brooke. I appreciate it. Good afternoon or good morning, everyone. Happy to be speaking this afternoon on the 510K process. And my goal in preparing the slide deck was actually to give you a resource going forward to have all of the information in one place. In terms of an agenda, I've included a few slides on 510Ks and the background of 510Ks because I think it's important to understand the history to really understand substantial equivalence and the substantial equivalence standard, and frankly how it's evolved from 1976 to the present, because it's evolved substantially. Pardon the pun. Then we'll get into some substantial equivalence law, the regulations. And the law and regulations are important. I will grant you in preview that they're a bit dry, but I think it's really important to go through the language in order to understand the standard and what we need to meet in arguing to the FDA that new devices are indeed substantially equivalent to predicate devices legally marketed. And I did, for the first time, I think, use the word argument there. And it really is, in my view, an argument. And this is another legal concept, but directly applicable to what we're doing. An argument in terms of the law is, arguing for your position, and that's exactly what we're doing here in terms of arguing persuasively for substantial equivalence. So we'll talk a little bit about the law and regulation, then spend a good amount of time on the 510K guidance documents that have recently been released by the FDA, the two primary guidance documents as well as the pre-submission guidance that I think is relevant to what we're talking about today. And then we'll finish with just a little bit more about persuasive arguing, especially in the 510K context.
On behalf of Q1 Productions, I'd like to thank you for watching. If you'd like to see the full webinar presentation, please follow this link to add it to your cart. If you have any questions or need further assistance, please contact us at webinars@q1productions.com. Thank you.